the pain. I kill the addiction that wants me.
Hello everyone, Ryan here. So, I promised more music-related videos on my channel here, and for my first album review I wanted to start with one of my favorites, also by one of, well, actually my all-time favorite band, Metallica, and that album is Kill 'Em All. And unfortunately I converted my entire music library to digital form about, I'll say, 5 or 6 years ago. And but I was lucky enough to find this. That's right, it's a cassette tape version of Kill 'Em All. And I'm not sure how many of you actually remember these, but for me, when I was a teenager, and I mean, granted, I'm not that old, but when I was I did listen to CDs. I did have an extensive CD collection at one point, but before that, I listened to a lot of albums on cassette tape, and I had a Sony Walkman, and which I do still have it. Unfortunately, it stopped working some time ago. But anyways, I don't want to get off on some kind of tangent. But yeah, so Kill 'Em All is a debut album by Metallica. It was released in, I believe, sometime in July 1983. And that's right, 1983. Which, that's also the same year that I was born. And I don't know, maybe kind of seems like maybe it was a little more than a coincidence that I was born in the same year that Metallica's debut album was released. I don't know, but I will say that this is definitely one of the albums that has shaped me as a musician, as a guitarist, as a songwriter. So I will just read off the track listing here, and then I'll mention my 5 of my favorites. First one is Hit the Lights. Next is The Four Horsemen, Motor Breath, Jump in the Fire, Anesthesia, which is also known as Pulling Teeth and Anesthesia. This is an instrumental, primarily bass solo instrumental by the late great Cliff Burton. Next one after that is Whiplash, and of course that's side 1 on the cassette tape. And side 2 is starts with Phantom Lord. That's one of my favorites. No Remorse, Seek and Destroy, and last but not least, Metal Militia. That's side 2. And so I will say, as far as my top 5 go, I will say Hit the Lights for me would be number 5. I like the way it starts with this kind of really fast thrash-like, almost punk-like riff. And then after that, I do like The Four Horsemen. You know, most recently, The Four Horsemen was featured in the movie X-Men Apocalypse, during the scene when Angel, the character Angel, meets the other character Apocalypse. After that, my third favorite would be Jump in the Fire, or rather, number 5 was Hit the Lights, 4 Horsemen, and number 3 for me, third favorite, is Jump in the Fire. I really like the guitar solo for that one. At one point, there was one point in which I really tried to learn that guitar solo. I learned about half of it, and then just kind of moved on to doing my own thing. So then my second favorite would definitely be Whiplash. And my number 1 favorite off of this album, I would say, definitely have to be I guess I'll say Metal Militia, yeah. The closing track, the last one. because it starts off, this album, it starts really thrashy and it ends really thrashy. And granted, at this point, Metallica, they still had quite a ways to go as far as developing their songwriting skills, but it's nonetheless a very, very good album, very good debut album, and I believe a lot of other Metallica fans and other thrash metal fans, rock fans in general, would agree with that. That it is a very good debut album. I'm going to open it up here, show you. You can see that's how they looked in the beginning. You know, there's Kirk Hammett, lead guitarist, Cliff Burton, rest in peace, bass player, Lars Ulrich, the drummer, James Hetfield, rhythm guitarist and singer. So, I mean, if you can't tell, it was the 80s by this picture on it. Alright. So, ultimately, I guess I would say for me, on a scale of 1 metal horn to 5 metal horns, I definitely give it 5 metal horns all the way. Definitely. So yeah, that'll do it for this album review. I didn't want to get too technical with the reviews. I mean, though I will say, I mean, again, well, I mentioned before, it's this album has definitely been one of the albums that has influenced me the most when it comes to guitar, learning the guitar, approaching the guitar, and shaping my own songwriting skills. So, yeah. But by the way, if you want to hear my own guitar playing, I'll provide a link down below where you can download my band's songs for free, absolutely free, on ReverbNation.com. All the guitar work that you'll hear on there was done by me, so feel free to download it, listen to it, share it with as many people as you want. So, yeah, thanks for watching this album review, my first album review, and I look forward to doing more of these. Definitely let me know. Let me know if you want me to review any particular album or any album in particular that you think I might like, especially when it comes to heavy metal, hard rock, thrash metal, power metal, maybe a little bit of death metal. I don't listen to too much death metal. I listen to it every once in a while, not too much. But yeah, again, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Till next time, keep it real, keep on rocking, and peace.